Good morning, everybody. Froggy Stocks here. Nothing I say is financial advice. Entertainment purposes only. A little late to the up this morning, but here we are. Let's check the stock prices, see what's going on here. There's a couple stocks that went crazy squeeze yesterday. It was really interesting. HE ticking. Oh, that's ADTX. Okay. Cool. I don't know how we got on ADTX, but that's the one I wanted to talk about. ADTX squeezed out like crazy yesterday. Small cap stock, low float, did a big reverse split, 56% short interest. Things squeezed like crazy. A couple people on Twitter did call it. I ignored it. Kind of kicked myself in the butt, but at the same time, I don't play biopharma, so it's really interesting. This stock went ballistic, and it's ticking up again today, which is really interesting to me. Every time AMC does something, and it should run, and it should squeeze, and the market screws retail, this happens. Another stock completely off the radar, completely off the charts, squeezes out like crazy, and everybody's attention moves to that. It's absolutely wild. So if you're in this, good for you. Congratulations on the win. HE, having a little bit of a morning, still just cruising. Started curving up in pre-market, which should have continued, in my opinion. I really think shorts are coming at this one. I don't think they're reporting short interest on Hawaiian Electric correctly. I'm very confident these folks got stuck in this at $9, thinking it was going to be another California electric company going out of business due to fire issues. But Hawaiian Electric is standing its ground. They're coming back and hitting back at the local government, saying they're lying, that the lines were de-energized. This should have continued into forming our handle into a perfect cup and handle formation. And we still may see it. It is getting a little far out now, but it's getting closer to hitting our trend line. This may tick up off our trend line and complete the handle, but this is most definitely almost nearly a perfectly formed cup and handle right here out of a bull flag. I'm going to continue to hold. I got my puts out a ways, specifically in case this happened. This could tick up slowly through the day or go sideways. And we just get news stating the ATF report shows that the secondary fire was not caused by down power lines. It was caused by lack of preparedness or lack of action by the government. Now, Adam Aron. This dude waited until he saw people supporting him again on Twitter, which drives me absolutely nuts. These folks that are pro Adam Aron are still supporting this guy, this criminal, this thief. Taylor, record-setting Taylor Swift. Great seats available October 13th through mid-November, and all are reasonably priced at $20 for adults and $13.13 for children, seniors plus tax. Get your tickets now. This guy is slowly working his way back in to being his influencer self on Twitter. And it's disgusting. He has destroyed retail shareholder value. And every time he tweets, the stock price goes down. And people are out there supporting him. I guess they're called posts now. It's so infuriating to wake up to see people pumping Adam Aron once again as they're losing their money. It's insane. Casey Shaw is a fucking fraud. Bottom line, hands down, why people listen to him blows my mind. And I get why you were there. I'm not coming at you, man, Dr. Peter. Casey Shaw's a fraud. Bigham's a fraud. Blunt's is a fraud. You know, the YouTubers that said, hey, I'm out and walked away, honestly, I've got more respect for them than anybody. Because at least they had the courage to understand what was going on. Shaw's just there trying to get revenue off you guys. I'm here because I'm working in the background to try to hold some people responsible for what happened to the stock and the investors, of which I spent 6 months saving a lot of people a lot of loss. It's really crazy. I keep getting more and more DMs going, Spence, man, oh, you helped me out of this. And the people who bought Ape and have let it convert because they didn't want to get out of the play, but at least if they sold their AMC and they let this convert and play, boom, you at least have a chance now to break even on what you have if you bought Ape below $2 or 220, something like that. It's absolutely crazy. Just drop, let's see. I used to be quite proud to be part of the Ape community, but without sounding disrespectful, most people are so dumb it's embarrassing. Andy, it's 100% true. They always fall for the reverse psych, and they do. They do. I've tried to speak on the space call so many times now to help people to see sense, but as soon as you mention anything negative about Abe, beloved A, they kick you out so fast. Absolutely agree. I want to get out before the election COVID season. I've reinvested up to 15% as a gamble play of volatility. Jose, you may get lucky. I'm not saying Ape or AMC can't go back up, and it very well could because this Taylor Swift thing is going to break records. Let's just put that out there now. The Taylor Swift thing is very good for theaters. It will set new records. But Adam Aron is using it as a distraction because you have people that are so, they're either dumb or they're so desperate that they have to pump their bag. They think pumping their bag going to work. Desperate. Or 3, playing volatility. It's just the truth at this point. I don't, dumb, desperate, or playing volatility. They would literally thank a thief for robbing their house, a mugger for mugging them. It's just disgusting, guys. I'm sorry. I'd get that out. If Casey Shaw's out there pumping Adam Aron, dude's getting put on the list, man. I don't care anymore. These YouTubers that are pumping Adam Aron and giving people false hope and false news when they specifically went after investors with intimidation tactics for the past 2 years, they need to be investigated. All right, let's get back to stocks. TMF did get slapped a little bit. I'm not worried about that. It did break below its upper trend line, but that's been a long time coming. That's been how many since when? 18th? We've done nothing but trend up. Got slapped down below the upper trend line, looking for reasonable support around here. It could be because of decent economic news, but I'm telling you, I don't believe a freaking thing that these people are saying. So if we gain support back around $6, then I think we bounce around here and we start our next trend line up, which would be really, really good. So it almost got ready for a gap fill. It was getting ready to test 660 for a gap fill. Got some resistance right there. Not surprised with the economic news that came out. I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably going to find support around 6, start going sideways, and then continue on its way up. Like I said, this is a long-term play. I took my calls, I sold them, and I went and bought stock in TMF for the long term. It's time to start thinking longer term, guys. The economy is looking like crap right now. And I think Unusual Whales, or no, it was Bar Chart. Bar Chart posted this, and I completely agree with them on this, on the macros. Very interesting. I retweeted them. And I heard a couple people talking about EOS for a long time, EOSE. If you were in that and you held your ground and you believed in the company and you won, good for you. I remember some folks talking about that in a lot of calls. I never followed it, but I know the stock was under attack. They went on a healthy run yesterday too. So very good for you guys. Where is it? Here it is. After hitting it, wait. Oh, yeah. After hitting a 25-year high at the end of 2021, the global supply chain pressures index has since fallen to a near record low. In fact, there have only been 2 months since 1998 where supply chain pressures have been as low as they are now. This is supply chain contraction and restriction. I haven't had my coffee yet. Now, this contraction, this rise in supply chain pressure was caused by the pandemic. And then everybody came back to work, and then everybody started producing again. And now we're getting to all-time lows on supply chain pressures, which is good, and it may help curb some inflation. But at the same time, look at the dates that they named in this. There have been only 2 months since 1998 where supply chain pressures have been this low. One was during the crash of 2008 and 2010, and another one was 04 and 06 between in those months. But this is right when the U.S. stock market, or actually right during when the U.S. stock market crashed in 08. So that's really interesting. So we're hitting that low and getting ready to hit maybe new all-time lows, which to me is a good indicator that we are up for some type of market downside. At the same time, they also posted this. The S&P 500 hasn't declined by 2% or more for about 132 consecutive trading days, the longest streaks since a 351-day stretch that lasted from September 2016 through February 2018. It's going to be tough to beat. They talk about housing. Where did it go? Let me go check my feed. I'm going to have to scroll through my feed, which is going to be a lot of stuff about One Piece on Netflix because I watched the whole thing last night. It was good. I really enjoyed the One Piece series on Netflix. And a lot of people be like, oh, it's going to be dumb. It's, anime adaptation. It was really good. It was like Pirates of the Caribbean mixed with Game of Thrones, mixed with it was violence, horror, humor, suspense, food. There was a good food part in that. It was really cool. Delinquencies on car loans, credit cards, and consumer loans have hit their highest level in a decade. In a decade, nobody's paying attention. Everybody is running their credit through the roof, and it's going to go into the dirt. People are buying homes at inflated prices at 6 to 8% interest. They can't afford it. People are stealing from stores. A kid robbed Walgreens here over by Unser in Albuquerque the other day. They robbed a bunch of stuff, ran across the street, got hit by a car, and the kid's mother literally tried to defend that. Why did somebody hit him? It's absolutely crazy. It's nuts. I mean, it's getting bad. Is that Taylor Swift and Epstein? Who's that? I don't know who that is. I don't know. This Taylor Swift thing with AMC is good for the theater. It's good for the investors. But every time Adam Aron tweets, dude, every time this guy tweets, the stock goes down and people thank him for it. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Exactly. When is he going to release his apes? Exactly. Wait till the insiders sell their stock. Just wait. File human rights complaint, United Nations. I know you probably don't like Al from Boston, but he's fought like a warrior to get the reverse split blocked. I do believe he's on our side. Al is a decent dude, but trying to block the reverse split and working to suppress the reverse split and delay it in the lawsuit stuff. And I told him on his channel from day one, I told everybody from day one, the longer it takes to convert APE, the worse it's going to be. The hedge funds unloaded total return swaps and short positions for 6 months. And you can see through the Antero filings that came out day after day after day, the statement of beneficial ownership changes and the Form 4s they filed. I warned these guys that the lawsuit was bullshit to begin with, that the lawsuit was 100% set up to cause delays. They handed these guys this conspiracy theory about Project Popcorn on a silver platter, and they gobbled it up. And I warned them and warned them and warned them. And Daily Blend came in, whipped up the community. He's a complete clown. Ethan is now harassing people. He is literally out there, allegedly, from what I was told, telling people to go do citizens arrests on the judge. You guys keep following in the AMC community. You guys keep following criminals and clowns and frauds day after day after day. Instead, we could have centered around Mark Cohodes in 2021 and did T0, got a 1-to-1 security token dividend, causing shorts to be recalled and covered like Overstock did. I can't believe people are still out there going, well, they're all good guys and they really meant to help us. They screwed you over. They screwed you over. What do you not understand? That the people who helped delay APE from converting let the shorts off the hooks. APE should have converted reverse split and ran immediately to $30. The reason it didn't, and this is where my thesis creeped and I didn't realize it, was the time frame. If we would have converted on March 15th, the thing would have probably went $50-$60. If we would have converted 30 days later, it probably went to 45 to 30. The longer they had to the conversion date, the lower the price on AMC and APE got. What do you guys not understand about that, man? I'm not yelling at anybody. And like you said, I like Al. He's a decent dude. But he fell for Daily Blend's bullshit. He fell for Ethan's bullshit. They went to court. They drove a letter writing campaign. They went in with a bunch of different objectors, helping people delay the APE conversion as long as possible. And they drug the stock down to $1. And now everybody's trying to go, ooh, we're back in the game. We're back in the play. No. The people who actually are still in the play and are healthy is because they bought APE and let their APE convert. And they sold their AMC back for $3. I can't believe. And Andy, I'm not coming at you, man. This isn't about you, dude. All I see on Twitter, Ape Radio, Jen, Jay Brown, these morons are out there still pumping the stock because they now have either no shares and they're worried about their engagement because they're getting paid by Twitter $20 a month, or because their bags are now $100, $200, $300 a share, and they're going to continue to lead people into the hole, and Adam Aron knows it. Adam Aron knows it. It drives me nuts, bro. It's insane. Anyways, TMF, again, taking a hit. Hopefully it finds support. I'd love it right there. That'd be great. If it gets support right here, perfect. This thing, TMF, long term, will come back up, and it'll come back up with the downside of the total overall market, because what will happen is when banks take a hit because consumer real estate loans fall off, commercial real estate loans fall off, and consumer housing falls off, and auto loans fall off, and credit cards fall off, then people are not going to want their money in the bank. The big whales, the institutions, are not going to want their money in the bank. They're going to want it in treasuries. Treasuries are safe. They're never going to zero. You're going to get a locked-in interest rate. And when they do, this thing is going to go through the roof. People are going to cover their TMF treasury shorts. HE looked like it wanted to come up again if you were just getting in here. This looked like it wanted to curve up and form its handle today and take off. It didn't. More than likely, I think shorts came back in and slapped it down a little bit this morning. I think short interest is severely underreported on this play. They said it fell off 16% in June. No way. They shorted this thing to death from 40 down to 9, and somebody got them 8 and up right at 9. as HE came out, defended themselves, defended their shareholders, and said, we are not responsible for this fire that actually burned Lahaina down. The government of Maui is blaming them. The government of Maui filed a lawsuit against HE before any investigation was done, which is pretty wild. Pretty wild. IDX having a little run today. Not worried about it. Duration on my puts. Small caps popped and squeezed a little bit. I'm not surprised. This thing, in my opinion, will fall off. Again, I've seen other big reverse splits like this, and it already has fell off considerably. Technically, right now, it's back at its pre-reverse split level of 30 cents. 3 cents. Sorry. Well, that would be 30. They did a huge split. So we still have downside. This thing should fall back to 30 cents, in my opinion, 50 cents, something like that. Again, duration's my friend on this one via the puts. Couldn't get a short position on it. Hopefully, when this goes under $1, I'll be able to exercise, get a locate, cover, get a locate, and cash out. So, oh man, this AMC stuff. Look, man, if you love the company, good for you. I love AMC Theaters. I think it's great. I love the engagement with the community over movies, over events, being involved in something. But Adam Aron is a snake. I don't know what you guys don't get about it. He is going to dilute the piss out of his shareholders once again after a nice couple runs. More than likely, you're going to see shorts continue to rebalance around 12 to 15 bucks. Maybe we get a nice pump and run back to the 20 gap fill, and then you're going to see mass dilution. Do you think AMC will hit at least 25? I doubt it. I really doubt it. Unless some type of squeeze comes into play, which I don't think will happen now because the float's so diluted. You might get 20, in my opinion, off of really good Taylor Swift numbers. It'll be short-lived. Adam Aron will come out and he'll dump a bunch of shares on the market all at once. He'll probably raise 375 to 500 million, just enough to pay his bondholders a little treat and get rid of some deferred rent. Now, it'll be really good. It'll be really good if these types of concerts, these types of movie concerts keep playing in theaters. Excuse me. Let's say it's another really famous band. Let's say like Avenged Sevenfold goes on tour and does some type of movie event and it plays in theaters. Those will keep selling out. They will. After every big movie event like Swift or I don't know, whoever else, say Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre get back together again like they did for the Super Bowl that one year, and they do a concert, that would be hot, man. Dua Lipa? Yeah, probably Dua Lipa would sell out for sure, man. So yeah, our handle's kind of deforming here, which sucks. Really interesting. I think that short seller's coming in and slapping it down. I'm going to continue to hold my HE position and my calls. And look, it tried to shoot up this morning, and then they knocked it right back down again. We need the news to come out from HE or the ATF soon from their origin and cause report showing that, no, the secondary fire was actually caused. In my opinion, the money, the $98 million that Biden's given to the island, which is not even near enough. It was like $5.5 billion in damages. The $98 million is going to go basically directly to Hawaiian Electric to update the grid, put power lines underground, and they're going to use Hawaiian Electric. And I think the ATF is going to come out personally and say, no, Hawaiian Electric was not responsible for the secondary fire that started. The first fire was not put out completely. Embers spread across the street, caught another yard on fire. The secondary fire started while the lines were de-energized. So can shorts cover and AMC still be on the threshold list? Yes. Short sellers can cover. Just because you're short doesn't mean you fail to deliver anything. When you're naked short and you continuously fail to deliver, that's why you get on the threshold list. The market and Adam Aron are in cahoots together. The market and Adam Aron are working together. Novic's up today. That's good. TMF ticking down a little still. It went down to 605 hard and made some money. I'm starting to think that they short my positions, man. When I key up on a stock and some retail people start jumping in on it, to me, it always looks like they throw these bullish indicators and then they come back in and short the piss out of it. But in the long run of things, somebody got caught at $9 in my position and are not reporting their short interest. And boom, we ran to 15. We formed a huge cup here. The handle should have continued to form and finish and it should have shot up today and or tomorrow, but max pain today is right around 14 bucks in my opinion on HE. Look where we're sitting, 13.92. If this thing runs through the day, shoots up above 14 before close, tons of calls go in the money. If this thing shoots up above 15, 14 to 15 today, it's going to be a good next week. Today or tomorrow, AMC will announce 28 million pre-sales, smashing all pre-sale records, which may help. Yeah, it will. They'll make a huge lot of money from this. Why didn't Adam Aron announce the Eras Tour movie before? Why did they wait until after the conversion for this? If they would have announced this before the conversion, and people wouldn't have been working to delay the conversion, and Adam Aron would have put the good news out soon, this would have been a completely different play. They always do everything last minute, late, and as shady as possible. And these tubers like Blunt, Bigham, Shaw, these guys out there still pumping the stock are complete fools, man. And they're only doing it because they're getting paid from YouTube and from super chats. And you know what? If you like that and you love losing money, go to their channel and enjoy them. They waited because they didn't have shares to sell. Yeah. Antera had to unwrap and unwind total return swaps like crazy. So they come up with this bogus lawsuit. Allegheny barely had any shares to begin with. Then everybody came in like they predicted and like I predicted. I said that the lawsuit was nothing but a delay from day one and it was all false. Al and Ethan and Daily Blend got everybody whipped up and they got hundreds of letters sent into the court, which took weeks to read. The special master had to take weeks to read it. Al, Ethan, and Daily Blend gave them another 30 days to unwind all this BS, is what they did. And I warned them. I warned them, and I was right. The lawsuit went nowhere. The settlement should have been denied, and we should have just converted. It should have been dropped. But now they've got another 6.8 million shares. They just dropped out on the market to everybody, and everybody's like, ooh, I'm getting my settlement shares. You diluted your own position. They forcefully diluted you. Without your vote, again, they rubbed it in your face. Don't forget the SEC. Yeah, the SEC is completely, they're worthless. I mean, the SEC is a joke. That's the real question, Spence. Why didn't he say something? Because he knew this was going to happen. The AA lovers would all agree that if AMC squeezes it would cause systemic risk to the system, but at the same time, they can't seem to comprehend that there's a chance that our CEO has been compromised. Chance, dude. Adam Aron was compromised from day one. He started all this because his bondholder said, hey, we're going to send you in a handler and you're going to start tweeting and becoming a celebrity. He ran this like a political election candidate, you guys. Excuse me. And everybody's getting hosed. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. And I'll tell you right now, the Netflix series, the One Piece series, is awesome, and it's not in theater. I thought we had this great deal going on with Netflix. The One Piece series, which is about the full length of a movie, and it could just be a movie, is incredible. And it's not in theaters. They don't care. Adam Aron will let AMC make just enough money to keep them floating through so the bondholders continue to get paid. U.S. homeowners have 28.7 trillion of equity, down from 31.8 trillion in the second quarter. That's not good either. Home values are going to plummet in areas like California, San Francisco, Ventura, all the places in California where there's high concentrations of people around cities, where housing has went out of control, is going to plummet. People are going to lose their homes. Everybody's moving to Albuquerque. Our home prices are going through the roof here, and they'll continue to go up. It's going to be certain select cities and parts of the U.S. that have housing failures and commercial real estate failures. And it's going to be especially inner cities where people are robbing Walmarts and Dick's and Home Depots and stuff like that. Those stores are going to close down. Inner cities are going to lose their infrastructure in grocery, supply chain, and liquor, and it's going to be hilarious. And then they're going to come here and they're going to try to pull that stuff in Albuquerque where these out-of-city people are going to try to steal from stores, and it is happening here. But I'll tell you what, people are getting caught. They're getting the crap beat out of them. Kids are trying to rob stores. They're getting hit by cars when they run across the street. You don't come to Albuquerque. Albuquerque is literally the FAFO town of the year lately. I'm telling you, the citizens here, the people who live in Albuquerque have had enough of the crap of people moving here and causing problems already. Albuquerque's got its own problems, for sure. But a lot of people moving here are starting to think they can get away with stuff. And some of the kids here who are running around robbing that are Albuquerque natives, they're learning a really hard lesson right now. And it sucks because I know the economy's bad, but all you're doing by robbing stores is making it worse. When CVS and Walgreens shut down, or they hire private security, or somebody just deals with you, I'm telling you right now, I catch you running out of one of the stores around here in Albuquerque, I'm gonna roundhouse at you. I'll roundhouse you and drop you to cement like Chuck Norris in a video. I don't put up with it. These kids around here working at these restaurants and at the bars and at the Walgreens and the CVS, some of these kids are under 18 years old. They're scared shitless when this stuff happens. I'm talking full-grown men walking in there, crackheads walking in there acting a fool. I will literally freaking M. Bison dual leg jump kick you in the freaking face, man. Like, I'm not going to put up with it. If you live in Albuquerque, concealed carry. That's all I got to say. Protect the city. Because there's not enough cops. The cops are getting harassed. They're always up for some type of investigation because somebody files a complaint. We don't have enough cops and they're overworked and it's hotter than hell around here. And it's time for citizens to stand up and just start policing their own cities, man. That's all it is. Woke up. I'm not angry this morning, but holy shit, it's just like the whole world is just mad. AMC investors still pumping Adam Aron and slandering me. Jen slandering me. She's just a random drunk from Michigan. I know exactly how these Michigan girls are. These housewives, they have nothing in their lives. They're miserable. They're alcoholics. Then they all of a sudden, then they're an influencer. Then they sell makeup. Then they're a weight loss expert. And it's just stupid. I can't believe people follow her and her advice. From what I heard, allegedly, she had all her shares on margin and got wiped out. These people won't even post their AMC positions. They never had them, possibly. And when I say, okay, guys, I'm out of the play, and I let everybody know, and I tell everybody, hey, I'm just being transparent, and I take flack for it. Stupid. These people ruined the AMC movement. We were beating Wall Street, and the more and more people that came in, when Mark Cohodes came up with the plan, the stock stabilized around 34. When Adam Aron denied it, and Cat and Biggums and Blunts and Jay Brown and all these fools decided to follow freaking, what's his name? I forgot his name, the Canadian dude pushing his own platform. When they decided to try to bash Mark Cohodes, and Adam Aron took their side and said T0 is likely illegal, that was the bondholders telling Adam Aron not to do T0 because the bondholders would have got wiped out. If you don't understand what's going on with AMC, death spiral lenders came in after Congress let AMC be illegally naked short sold when they were force closed into the ground. The bondholders loaned them a lot of money, death spiral lending at insane rates with very bad terms on extremely restrictive covenants. And then the bonds valued up over 40% as retail investors saved the company. They were going to bankrupt AMC. Adam Aron and the bondholders were going to bankrupt AMC. That's what he does. He's an Apollo Global agent. Don't know what you guys don't get about it. Well, you guys probably get it, which is why you're here. Guess I better check the charts, man. All right, what's HE doing? Is it popping back up? All right, come on. Go away, shorts. This is an algo or somebody shorting this thing to keep it down. This candle and this candle should have been stacked on top of each other with this candle, and we should be up over 15 right now. They're fighting to keep this thing under 14 bucks, which is right around max pain on HE. A lot of call options. Let's go check the options chain. HE options. Rocket price target increased. September 1st, 15 bucks. 14.50 is max pain now, in my opinion. Look at $15 today, 3,860. on the open interest in the money. Nope, all the money. And a bunch at 20. Pretty hot at 16.50 and 16. 15's the hotness. So probably I would say $14 is max pain, which is right where they're trying to keep it, which is really funny. I want to test something. Maybe we'll do it a different way. Somebody told me today they think that maybe some institutions are following me and they are attacking my plays. I don't think I'm a big enough fish for that, but I've seen some stuff lately that's really making me wonder. So go to Twitter and retweet this, guys. Everybody too in the chat. Everybody in the chat. Just type in $LMNOP real quick. Just type it in. Everybody type in $LMNOP and hit the button. And go share this tweet too. This worked once. This really did work once. If you guys know what LMNOP is, it worked. And the reason it worked is somebody came up with a theory that the algos were following retail based on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and such. So everybody started the LMNOP is going to squeeze thing. And the algos kicked up and AMC ran that day. It worked really good. Thanks, guys. Make sure you like the video too, please. I really appreciate it. Helps with the algorithms. Helps actually let people know that I'm live with the alerts. So that's good. Ooh, Tara's got headlines. Top 10 headlines. Biden, number 10. Biden blames climate change for the Maui fires and Hurricane Idalia at FEMA HQ. So there you go right there. One, I believe President Biden and certain parties are interested in basically saying that Hawaiian Electric wasn't responsible, which I really don't think they were. DPST looks like double top RSI. DPST? DPST. DPST. Daily regional. Ooh, regional banks. Why is it? Didn't it say it's at 70? Man, that is quite the daily chart there. How that fell off. Was that back in? Yeah, that was back when I was shorting bank stocks. And then Jamie Dimon came out and basically manipulated the entire market. 9. Texas Supreme Court allows law banning child sex changes to go into effect. Yes. Literally, anyone who thinks it's okay for your child under the age of 18, a minor, to go get life-changing surgery, you're a moron. And you should be in jail for child abuse, grooming, all kinds of crazy shit. You are not cool because you support your child whose brain hasn't fully developed, whose body hasn't fully developed, who doesn't even know how to write complex sentences or paragraphs or even think complete cohesive thoughts to get sex changes. This is mad Nazi science. I can't believe we haven't come out with something with people suing them for the Nuremberg code. I don't know what's happened to this country, but people are finally standing up. There's like a guy on TikTok who came out. He's a full-grown man. He's, oh, hey guys, how you doing? Telling people's kids on TikTok that they're allowed to run away from home to get gender changes. That guy needs to be in jail. Hey, Tucker Carlson to interview Putin now that he doesn't work for Fox News. I think that's going to be a great interview. I'm not saying I like Putin one way or the other. I could care less. But I think even in times like this, everybody's story deserves to be heard. And I think when you communicate and you listen and you talk, then wars don't start. 7, Biden administration is already urging everyone to get another vaccine just as the new COVID variant is being reported. I will not be. I am unvaccinated and I will not be getting any boosters. It is my personal decision, my body, my choice. And I got COVID once, maybe twice. I walked it off and I was fine. 6, Hawaiian Electric Company says the government is lying, claiming they de-energized all power to Lahaina prior to the fires breaking out in Maui. Boom. 5, Arkansas will not participate in lockdown masks or COVID vaccine mandates. Way to go, Arkansas. 4, Hunter Biden was hired by Burisma to shut down the Ukraine prosecutor's investigation into Hillary Clinton, according to a new report. Go figure. 3, Harrison Floyd, the only Trump supporter who served time in Fulton County, announced he'll be running for Congress. I bet he wins. 2, CDC warns new COVID variant may be more likely to infect people who have previously had COVID-19 or received COVID-19 vaccines. Okay? And I'm just quoting this. I'm not stating this as fact. 1, over 1,600 scientists, including 2 Nobel Prize winners from around the world, have signed a declaration stating the claims of a climate emergency are a hoax. When I was a kid in the 90s, they said if you don't recycle, you're going to destroy the planet. They said we're going to be out of oil in 50 years. We should be like running out of oil right now. And new oil fields are popping up. I agree. We have to be conservative and we have to protect our planet and not destroy it intentionally. But we have to find an equilibrium. That's how nature works. We are a technological industrial society. We need to find an equilibrium with the planet that allows us to work. And I think we do a pretty damn good job, to be totally honest with you. The problem is when we have insanely strict democratic policies coming in that require socialism, types of socialism, infrastructure crumbles. You get train wrecks, you get fires, you get everything bad that happens when your infrastructure crumbles. Democrats are horrible. And I don't even want to call them Democrats. My grandpa was an old Democrat. The people that are in office now are not Democrats. These are not Democrats. These are globalist socialists. And they want America to crumble. They want us to be stupid. They want us to step in line. And they want us to be obedient. So, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Just do it. Just do it. What do you got to lose? LMNOP. Last time it worked. It worked last time. And look, Hawaiian Electric ticking back up. Boom. What do you know? I don't know, guys. Maybe certain individuals who are YouTubers, Twitter, big accounts, stuff like that. Maybe certain individuals are keyed up in algorithms for traffic. I don't know. I don't know. TMF's ticking back up. AMC's starting to find some support. Zeki Oran, he 14, yay. Yeah. Yeah. Max Payne's like 14, maybe 1450. But a lot of people are coming out now and basically saying a lot of big institutions like Seeking Alpha and them say we think that HE is a buy. Basically, they said this is a good value stock right now because we see that Hawaiian Electric may be able to prove innocent. I mean, the Maui government, the fire hydrants weren't working. They didn't warn the people. They had the roads blocked off for the wrong reasons. They were completely disorganized. The mayor actually recused himself from the lawsuit because he has a conflict of interest with Hawaiian Electric. They came out and they filed lawsuits before any investigation was done. Because everybody thinks, and their plan was to cover up their own failures by creating another California Electric type situation. Was it PG&E? 117 million in damages, 55 million. Yeah. So the government in Maui was like, oh yeah, well, sorry, we basically failed our entire city in Lahaina and let your town burn down. And, it was high winds too. And they're not completely at fault either. But 85-mile-an-hour winds and a power line falls, which you're going to have power lines go down in 85-mile-an-hour winds. I guarantee you it's happened on the island before. But they were in extremely high drought conditions. The National Weather Service warned everybody for months. And then when a fire started, the fire department went and put it out and said, it's all clear, we put it out. Well, then supposedly another fire started in an area just off of that. So what they want to try to say is the Maui government saying, hey, Hawaiian Electric didn't de-energize their lines and it caused another fire. They're saying, no, we did, and we have proof. Here it is. They gave it to the ATF. Hey, Spence, I missed the LMNOP explanation. What's the deal? So LMNOP, with a dollar sign in front of it, was created by a guy a long time ago in the AMC movement. And his proof, or his thesis was, if everybody retweeted it in their retail investment community, AMC and GME, and we did, and everybody went crazy with it, it would trip the algos up. Because we weren't talking about AMC, we were talking about LMNOP, just like the whole thing with the corn on the cob. Like, it worked. We tripped up algos and the stock price ran. We live in a free country, not a dictatorship. Yeah. I don't know what you consider free, Chris. This is a free country. At the same time, it's not. Because if you get on certain platforms and try to say your opinion, you can get suspended, censored, and banned. If you go in public in any inner city wearing a Trump hat, you're going to get attacked. If anything, it kind of reminds me more of Germany in 1933 before the Reichstag fire. There was a lady named Susan Love giving you kind words and talking good about you. Oh, that's wonderful. I don't know who that. Susan Love sounds familiar. I literally tried to help as many people as I can, and I actually took a 7% loss overall on that 8 position because I got too wrapped up in helping other people, and I should have sold out at 240, and I just got overwhelmed, and I wasn't thinking about my position. I was thinking about everybody else. But thank you, Susan Love. And to anybody who dropped me nice comments and who sent me DMs and emails, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you either fixed your position or you reduced your losses greatly. I'm talking people coming to me saying, dude, you saved me 40% on my downside. And now they're still in the AMC play and they own more shares than they originally did at a lower cost average. So good for you. Now, everybody else, the YouTubers, Bigums, Blunts, Stryker, Casey Shaw, Tony DeNaro, all these people. I don't know if they were long ape or not, but all they did was get your super chats. They took your ad revenue. Like I say, man, if you hit a big win because I pick a stock and you give me a super chat, I'll go donate it. Dude, put your money in your portfolio. Stop giving YouTubers your money. Put it into your bank account. Put it into your portfolio. If you hit a big win because of somebody and you give them a kickback, that's one thing. But if you're just in there daily like, oh man, I love you, read my comment, here's $20. It's stupid. If you like it, go for it. It's your money. I'm just saying, you could be putting that in your own portfolio. Yep. TMF, long term, not worried about it. HE kicking up. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Where's the news? Oh, I want to thank Tara for dropping those news drops too. This happy birthday, Cannon. Make it a great one. Wish I was there to celebrate with you. Must be Reyes. Must be Greg Reyes' birthday today. Happy birthday, Greg. He's quite the guy, man. He's quite the bulldog. Make men masculine again. Yeah. UPTD halted on the way up. Let's check UPTD. What's going on there? I learned my lesson with the ATDX. I need to look at everything. Holy shnikes. UPTD halted on the way up. What is going on with UPTD? Maybe we got some put action here coming in. Fidelity open. I don't even have it open. I'm going to look and see if there's any. Oh, man, look at that. It's wicking like crazy, too. UPTD. Calm, cool, collected. PT. What's the news? What's the news? Don't see. Oof, man, we would have hit puts right there. Come on. Fidelity. So slow. What is happening here? God dang it. I feel like I'm too late now. I don't know. UPTD just smacked the 220 top after a 150% run, and that's the 5 minute, like some kind of squeeze event. I don't know. All these stocks that nobody's really talking about, not a lot of people anyway, they're all squeezing out. AMC should have squeezed, and everything else is running. Absolutely crazy. AMC, look at that. LMNOP. AMC's ticking up. I don't know, guys. Chinese money laundering. Thank you. Yeah, that's probably something it doesn't look like my buying power kicked over because I took some cash out, so I'm under the 25K. UPTD looks like something I would take puts out on. Sucks I don't have any buying power to do it. I've been trading too much. I put a lot of cash into CDs in my USAA account. Is this halted right now? I don't know. If we would have grabbed puts right there on that wick, that would have been a good day. Boom. If it's Chinese money laundering, this thing could rocket. I don't know. There's a lot of stocks squeezing out right now. It's pretty wild. Be careful with UPTD. I'm not telling you to get into anything, but I would look at puts after this thing finds a ceiling, personally. But is there any new HE news? I think they know retail has keyed up on Hawaiian Electric. There's a lot of other guys talking about it. I seen, dude, my brain and names this week. Latest. There's a lot of these weird accounts like this too. These are just like bot accounts that are pushing news article stuff to get the news articles into your feed, so you go to their articles. HE breaks 1474 and we gone. It's held support too many times not to break out. I totally agree. Stephen Pfeffer is the one I wanted to talk about yesterday. He's been posting some great stuff. Completely agree. The handle should have formed this AM, and it looks like some short suppression, which I think short interest isn't reported correctly. Someone got caught at $9 thinking this was another P, G, and E. Bum, bum, bum. Totally agree. And like I said, Max Payne I think was around 14, maybe 1450. I think it's 14. But this should start ticking up. This is the handle that should have formed. We came down in our handle. Now we formed a double bottom. That is what I did not see. Right there. Boom. Boom. Double bottom in the handle, forming off the 4-hour chart from a bull flag into a cup, into a handle. The handle came down, hit support halfway through the cup, bounced double bottom. And if this curves up in after hours, and when do they always drop news? After hours on Friday, especially when it's a big play like this. I don't think people realize the importance of Hawaiian Electric and how much money they make. Now, they say it's not a land grab, but here's what's going to happen. You got to get new supplies to Maui to rebuild 2,200 homes. $5 billion in damages. Insurance company is going to come in with housing prices being inflated as high as they are at the peak of the market. Insurance companies are going to come in, undervalue the houses. The rebuild costs aren't going to be what they need, and people are going to either have to choose to downside and keep their property and be harassed for the rest of their lives, or B, move. And that's what's going to happen. Somebody wants Lahaina, and they want it for tourism. They want it because they own a lot of Hawaiian Electric, which charges 51 cents a kilowatt hour for corpo. They could raise rates after a bunch of mega hotels and Hiltons and bullshit get built in there. Hopefully the Lahaina people stand strong together. Hopefully they got lawyers ready, because I have a bad feeling the insurance companies are going to hose them. Her Eras Tour, Slot Massacre concert film, which opens theatrically on October 13th, has already earned a massive $26 million in pre-sale. Oh, it's gonna go way over that, man. The Eras Tour, they'll play it for a while, and this thing will earn well over $200 million. Well over $200 million. It'll set records. Again, why didn't Adam Aron come out with this a day prior to ape converting? He always drops news at the worst time, and every time AMC is running, Adam Aron tweets, and the stock price drops. I was off by 2 milli. Good call, man. They might want it for a chip plant. Gotta have a lot of water for chips. I don't know, man. Maybe. But there's already investors calling the Lahaina people, asking them if they want to sell. What is the float of HE? Do some breakdown on HE. HE stock. Let's go see. Look, man. Everybody's screaming all this weather stuff's due to climate change. Climate change is real. Climate always changes. The Earth is a natural, biological, geological organism. It's going to continuously change. It's polymorphic. Now, climate change due to humans, I agree, in small areas you can have an effect on your climate. You absolutely can. But to think that we think so highly of ourselves as humans, you know, and look, we've got all these new light bulbs, and we've got more efficient cars, efficient AC units, efficient refrigerators, if everything's efficient now. And nothing has changed in the opinion of the climate change people. If anything, how do we know we're not causing bad weather patterns? Because we're taking energy from the atmosphere. We got windmills, solar panels, hydro dams. All this stuff that's popped up in the last 30 years takes energy out of the atmosphere, and there are actual peer-reviewed scientific physics reports stating that you could potentially get rid of hurricanes with enough windmill apparatuses. Now, if you're inland and we're taking all this, and look at how many thunderstorms have we actually had that's been good in New Mexico and Michigan? It's felt like years since we've had a good thunderstorm, like real thunderstorms. So I'm not saying anything one way or the other, but people need to be open-minded about this, because I'm telling you right now, you know, you see these videos of these windmills, which I'm old aviation guy, prop and rotor, all that stuff, aerodynamics, I get it all. Some of these windmills, they're so inefficient, it's hilarious. And then they end up catching on fire and bleeding oil into these farm fields and all this crazy stuff, killing birds. It's cool. We need to keep working, and we need to keep designing and keep evolving, and R&D and all that stuff. And solar is getting better and better and better. But how do you know you're not affecting the climate around you by using solar or wind or whatever, instead of consolidated nuclear plants in one area, and you're getting direct energy through a line to your home? Now we have solar panels attracting heat to homes. I don't know. It's just something to think about, because for years we've been told we're going to kill the environment and we're going to kill the planet and we're all doomed and we're going to live in a wasteland if we don't stop driving cars and all this stuff. And I'll tell you right now, look, environment protesters locking roads down, you're stupid. You're dumb. And I'll tell you why you're dumb. When you block traffic and you cause massive traffic jams, the cars sit there and idle and create more pollution. Do not block a road in front of me anywhere I'm going. I promise you, it'll be the last thing you do. Do not block a road in front of me. It'll be the last thing you do for the day. Don't do it. I have the right to free and open travel in the United States of America as per the Bill of Rights. That Bill of Rights is backed up by the Constitution. Don't block roads. You're going to get run over. You're stupid. And you always see these protesters. They're just like, oh no. Oh, they're so dumb. They're so dumb. They could go and do things like pick up trash, and they don't. They block traffic and they cause traffic jams, which causes more pollution. They're literally mentally ill, in my opinion. All right. They might want it for chip. Local government will jack up prop. Yep. Lucas Strong. Local government will jack up property taxes. People will sell or just give up and let it go delinquent. Government takes it and government sells it to whatever institution, then drop property tax back to normal. Yes. Thank you. Lucas, do you have a Twitter handle? If you do, drop it so I can give you credit for this on Twitter. Snip. So I'm going to use it. That's a great comment. Snip. I wish YouTube had an option to share comments directly to your socials. They did that after Katrina. Yep. Money grab. Yep. HE15 today. It smells like it. Lucas, if you have a Twitter handle, let me know. I'll leave this up for a minute so I can tag you. If not, I'll just give you credit. Very good comment. All right, back to the chop. Coffee's ready. Ooh, baby. Look at her go. Let's go. That's the daily 4-hour cup handle. Double bottom into a handle. Boom. This should break out. Let's see. Breaking out. Just like, what's his name said? Good call, Stephen Fepper. HE breaks 1474. We're gone. Let's put a trend line there. I agree with him. Oh, we already almost do. 1474. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just say this needs to break 1516. 1515. That's the top of the first line on the beginning of the cup. Then we get our cup formation here completed. Wicked out at 1564. Tried to break out immediately. Got knocked down into a handle. Breaking out again. Boom, boom, boom. Look, LMNOP is working. I'm telling you, I wish more people would jump on with this. It's working. It's working. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. Sorry if I'm yelling today, man. I'm just so worked up. I need to let it all go. Let go of the emotion. Calm, cool, collected. Stay on focus. Has anybody got any other news they want to talk about? Just drop whatever you want in the chat, guys. Man. Fidelity already up. What's going on? I bet you the call options are starting to print on HE again. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Come on, baby. HE call options starting to print. My IDX puts are down 17% now because of the pump it had today, which is coming back down. Again, I'm not worried about IDX printing. I'm worried about the long term, this thing going back under $2, $1, getting slapped, getting knocked down, getting delisted September 15th. IDEX delisting. I believe someone told me it was Red Bill, maybe September 15th. IDX intends to file a Form 25 and thereafter a Form 15F with the Securities Exchange within the coming weeks to initiate removal of the ADS listing and deregistration of the ADS and underlying ordinary shares under the Securities Exchange Act. Okay. June 13th. It's Ideanomics about to get delisted. NASDAQ, you got to maintain $4. You have to have a certain market cap. Lots of things going on. IDX is under $3.10 right now. It should be up for delisting. It was set to be delisted May 1st unless IDDonomics requested an appeal, which I think they did. That was June 13. August 17th. IDEX receives non-compliance. August 17th. Stock falling alongside non-compliance. The notice comes from NASDAQ Listing Qualification Department. The reason for the notice is the company failing to file its Form 10Q, the quarter ending June 30th. So they got a non-compliance for not filing a 10Q. However, it has actually missed that planned late filing date mentioned, so they're non-compliant too. IDEX is set for delisting and is non-compliant. That to me sounds like a scam. NASDAQ listing requirements. This thing is going to go sub $1 in my opinion, and when it does, I'm going to exercise, go short, try to cover at like 3 cents or something. This is going to be a good 12-month hold in my opinion on the downside. Come on, baby. Let's go, HE. You know you want to break out. Everybody knows you want to break out. We know it. This thing needs to go and hit 21 bucks on an attempted gap fill back to 31. What's going on here? Why am I down money? Yeah, Ideonomics is hitting me hard right now, but it doesn't matter. I don't even look at my total account balance because of that. Hawaiian Electric up 2.3% on the calls. TMF down 3%. HE down 2%. Oh, man. On the stock. No, my calls are down 2%. My stock is up. My stock that I'm holding is up 2%. Ooh. Oh, Mark's tweet of the day. What is Mark talking about? Rudy Havenstein, populist. Under Bush, Kashkari, and Paulson, we gave Hank's buddy 700 billion fungible dollars in 2008. That was a big number, and they paid themselves billions in bonuses. Then Obama came in and appointed Wall Street lawyer Eric Holder to sweep it all under the rug. Yep, 100%. Trick double-headed coin. Absolutely. Yep. 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 Good tweet. That's a sobering tweet for people who read that. AMC kicking back up on LMNOP business. Come on, I almost called it high profit mining. HE15 today. I hope so. I'm gonna go get something to drink, guys. I got coffee. I need it bad. I'll be right back. Holy crap. I made my coffee way too strong this morning. Woo. Let's take a picture of it. There's no dog hair in my camera. Captcha GIF. I love the GIF making thing on Twitter. HE finding some resistance at 1439, cooling off. RSI peaked. If it holds these upper levels, tries to find some support around here, let's say, me, it looks like there, 1410. We could bounce, clear 1450, maybe 15. If $15 calls land in the money on HE, it's going to be a good next week. God, this coffee is so strong. Again, if you guys could hit the like button, I'd really appreciate that. It helps with the algorithms. The more likes, the more traffic I get, the more likely it is to alert people when I go live, which I didn't share the live this morning. Retweet, thanks. Kisses. Kisses. There's a lot of coffee going on today. Dunkin' Donuts is not coffee, it's chocolate milk. I may just have to run down to Rise and Roast and get some coffee because I made mine way too strong today. Oh my God, that's the darkness. If you guys live in Albuquerque, I'm going to tell you something. This is a secret. Go to Marble Tap Room. Ask for the pumpkin ale. Tell them you would like a couple ounces of pumpkin noir. Pumpkin ale pint with a couple ounces of pumpkin noir in it. Pumpkin noir is like an 8.5% barrel aged pumpkin beer. It's delicious, but it'll knock you on your butt. But the pumpkin ale is nice, soft, golden. You're at your grandma's house and she's baking a sweet pumpkin pie, and then everybody gets to talking, and if you add the pumpkin noir in with it, it's like when people leave the pumpkin pie in an oven just a little bit too long, just a little bit, where it doesn't burn, but it gets that nice like toasted crust on it, man. It's delicious. Pumpkin ale mixed with, come on. Oh, these fake ass people trying to add me on Facebook all the time. I hate Facebook. The only reason I use Facebook is because my family's on there. That's it. Volume getting really low on HE. Tesla hurting. Bought some AMD puts. Is the SPY falling off? SPY. I don't know why the SPY's not on my watch list. It is. SPY's falling off. When the SPY started going up, we started having issues with HE, and now that HE's going up, the SPY's coming down. It's interesting. SPY. What's Meta doing? Meta fell out, hit 300 and fell off, and I didn't have any buying power. Well, we missed it this morning anyways, but I said if it hit 300, I wanted to take puts out. I missed it. delete. Silver and gold cooling off. I think silver is going to go on an absolute tear when this market. Look at silver's forming a W on the daily. Pow, pow, off of a double bottom, perfect W. Silver's getting ready to go on a tear soon. I bought $5,000 in physical silver just to hold and give it to my kid one day. Let's go. Breakout. HE. Up. LMNOP. Let's go. What else is going on? I'm not getting a lot of alerts in my feed. How many hours ago was that? Sharing is caring. Heart. Tara does a good news feed now. She puts some good stuff out there, and it's really relevant to the plays that I've been in too. Let's go, baby. I don't think I can drink this freaking coffee, man. I'm gonna go doctor this up, man. I'm gonna go turn this into chocolate milk real quick. LMNOP, let's go. Here's the tweet, guys. Go share it. If you guys don't have a Twitter, an X account, I highly encourage you to get one. I know a lot of people don't like it, but let me tell you something. X is getting ready to become one of the biggest payment systems on the planet. You want to start building a following now, because as you build up 10,000 followers, which you can all do, I got on Twitter, had like 100 followers, right? I built up a following doing stuff, just continuously working on it. If they start paying out ad revenue in crypto, that's going to be kind of cool. Let's check Doge quick too. I've been telling everybody for a long time, buy some Doge, put it on a hard wallet, and wait. I believe Musk will make it the #1 used currency on Twitter eventually. And the utility that will come from Doge being used as a mechanism for an economy will be massive. It will be the first cryptocurrency to have true utility, in my opinion. So I got Doge on hard wallet. It's just sitting in the safe next to my silver, man. You don't even have to buy a lot. Just buy like 500, 200, 100, whatever, man. Buy 50. $50 a Doge, and then 5 years later, when Doge is the #1 currency used on X and PayPal's out of business, and you're getting credits in Doge, I mean, say Doge runs to $100 and you got $50 worth now at 6 cents. I'm not saying it can go to $100, but with the utility, with volume in crypto, with volume, you get high prices. The reason Bitcoin and these other cryptocurrencies are so high is because they're wash sale trading at the brokerages, at the platforms, Binance, Coinbase, all these other platforms. They do what they call as wash trading. They trade hundreds and hundreds of thousands of millions of times over and over and over again to create volume, and it's jacking the price up, which is why you see the big rug pulls. So, man, I'm getting hungry too. Let me go doctor my coffee up. I'll be right back. Hopefully HE just makes a little bull flag here and kicks up and starts running. some straight up chocolate milk now. I actually didn't put that much in it. It just looks like I did. It's way, way worse. This is 2008 all over again. Indeed. It's going to be an absolute disaster. Doge and TZ Ropper just chilling in my wallets. That's right, easy. T0. Come on, guys. T0 is going to be an absolute powerhouse one day. I knew I missed something today. Why I was so hungry and why I was decaffeinated. I didn't have my protein shake, man. These Atkins coffee protein shakes are pretty good. Just have one for breakfast. T0 is going to be an app. Overstock is going to be a powerhouse. T0 is going to be a powerhouse. Riley Gaines destroyed Keith Olbermann. I love the real estate investors pumping now. The best time to buy rental properties, dude. I'm putting cash away, specifically putting cash away to buy property when this all implodes. I'll buy another property here around Albuquerque or maybe like a lake property in Michigan because foreclosures are going to go through the roof. Through the roof.
What is the real story of January 6th? Many.
Oh man, Tucker Carlson came out and basically said there's proof that Obama was smoking crack and having sex with a man. Did you guys hear about that? I can't believe Tara, I don't know, maybe she did talk about it, but Tucker Carlson came out on video talking about it. I'm going to send it to Tara. Did you see this? Paste. Look, man, what is the deal with people doing drugs in the White House? Obama's personal chef story makes a lot of sense now. Yeah, there's now conspiracies or rumors coming out allegedly that they had to find his body with sonar because he was like drowned. So, dude, they find crack cocaine in the White House under the Bidens. Rumors of Obama smoking crack. Dude, the people in power right now are not good people. They're not. It's absolutely insane. Hunter Biden has filmed himself doing illegal drugs while his dad was in the White House. You can't do that. Any normal person with a DoD security clearance, if their kids got caught smoking crack, they would lose their security clearance. This guy is the president of the United States of America. If you think that's okay, there's something severely wrong with you. People have been brainwashed into this left, right, you got to vote blue, you got to vote red, brainwashed into thinking that their candidate can do no wrong. And it's crazy. And our country is suffering for it. Come on, HE, let's go. 1450, baby. Little bit of resistance. Let's go. Let's see if it cools off. RSI is high. If it cools off and then bounces around through here and then pumps over 15 today, we are going to have fireworks next week, baby. Yeah, I call the White House the powder room. And we're going to start talking more about this. And let me tell you guys right now, I am not dedicated left. I am not dedicated right. I look at people who are going to do good for the country. I'm talking economically, infrastructure, health, finance, schools, stuff like that. When you have a political party telling children that it's okay to go get life-changing surgeries to change your gender, you are off the reservation, completely off the reservation. I don't know what is wrong with people. If you are, say, homosexual, that's one thing. You can be that and live a normal life and be part of society, and nothing's wrong with that. Good for you. Totally fine. I've got friends that are gay. They live very happy lives. They've even adopted children and raised them, and they're wonderful people. They are wonderful people. But when you get people who claim, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm a girl, I'm a boy, I'm pansexual, I'm all this, that is mental illness. In my opinion, there's a lot of people in the homosexual community, especially on Twitter, that are fighting against LGBTQ because it's been so radicalized by people who are insane that they're now saying, okay, basically you can just go to a doctor and chop up your body at an early age. And these kids that are doing it, when they grow up, they're like, what did I do to myself? It's insane what is being allowed to happen in this country. I'm sorry, it's crazy. And even the Republicans right now, the rhinos, goddamn, Mitch McConnell, the guy can't even, he's not there. We have a zombie Congress. It's a Congress of corpses, is what we have right now. These people are so old that they think it's still 1980 and we're in a Cold War. They need to be gone. People need to go vote out these zombies that are running our government and let fresh blood come in with fresh minds. Is AMC ripping? Bro, LMNOP. Do it again, everybody. Everybody in the chat. Hashtag LMNOP. Dude. What's up, A-Rider? Good morning. I'm just enjoying my mocha latte iced coffee protein shake with 15 grams of protein, 4 carbs net, 1 sugar, and 3 grams of fiber. So I won't say the brand. I'm not sponsoring them. Long LMNOP, baby. It's working. Look at that. AMC rocking above 13 bucks again. You guys may see a good day on AMC. Hopefully Adam Aron doesn't tweet. That's the tweet of the day right there. Adam Aron, don't tweet a effing word until AMC hits 20 bucks. Adam Aron, when AMC hits $15, will come out and tweet something and the stock price will collapse. Almost guarantee he comes out with another tweet. Everybody's like, why is Adam Aron? Maybe Adam Aron's being manipulated. Maybe he's the victim. No, he's not. He chose to be the bondholder back rub boy. He's like the water boy of Apollo Global. All right. Let's see if there's any HE news. Good on AMC. HE 1456 met resistance. 1450. A lot of call options sitting there. HE may have a really good after hours today, guys. Let's see. HE options chain. Is there any new news? You know what? Dude, honestly, I just go to Twitter now for news. I really think people are better off getting their news from Twitter. All MSM news, it's just opinionated anyways now. It's not even news anymore. Latest. HE measured move target is 20. Gap fill it to 32. Starts at 22. Very possible considering the shorts. Agreed. 100% agree. I may stream longer than I expected today. By the way, LMNOP is popping. That's what I heard, man. Hey, Ryder. I always love when you support AMC. Thank you for that. You know, these people that are like, you're out of the play, shut up. Bro, one, I still have call option, so there's that. I probably still have shares in Computer Share that I haven't even looked at yet. Jesus, I need to go log in Computer Share. I know I have shares of NCMI that I didn't even know I had. I need to check NCMI. I'm stupid. NCMI. NCMI still floating around 446. I'm wondering if I have new shares in my Computer Share account. If you've had AMC shares in Computer Share, you need to go log in and check and see if you got a deposit of new shares just in case. Oh, I don't want the employee. Investicena. Welcome to Investicena. HE is looking very, very, very good. Because if LMNOP is running, then AMC and HE are going to run. information go? I don't remember my password. There it is. Nice. Dude, the passwords being what? That is my password. Bastard. Why is my information not in there? I'll log in later. Hell, I'll just keep it. If there is any shares there, I'm just going to keep them. The NCMI shares, I'll just hold. HE call options back in the money, printing. Not in the money, but they're printing. Up 3.77% on the HE calls that are popping. Print, print, print. Again, like I said, you guys, HE. See, now we're getting ready to form a huge cup. On the 4-hour, we're forming an intraday, intra-week cup. We form this up back to 21 into a cup, into a handle, gap fill back to 31. Boom, boom, boom. If HE is found non-responsible for this, I may be tempted to empty my CDs out, put enough cash to go in and exercise my HE calls at $15 and hold the stock. I would own, a couple thousand shares of HE at $15 and they pay a 40-cent dividend. I could just hold on to that for the 12-month period, take my dividends and cash out with the tax benefit. I would be tied up for a while, but that's fine. I don't win like that. $14.50, $15, 3,860. If this thing runs and we gap fill to 21, if we gap fill to 21 today on this, that would be cool. I doubt it. I bet we break max pain and we have a good day, but it's getting some serious resistance at $14.50 though, so we'll see. I want to cash this out. I want to go hit a good GoFundMe for the Lahaina people, send some cash over there. And I saw The Rock and Oprah got together for a big fundraiser, which I don't trust that one bit. I mean, Oprah is literally the colonizer in Hawaii. She's from mainland and is buying property in Hawaii. This is interesting. Hawaii has the highest living wage salary necessary for a single person at $1,102, $411 annual per CNBC. What is this? Oh man, I cannot wait for Final Fantasy Rebirth. Better not play it. I cannot wait for Final Fantasy Rebirth. I will be gone for a month because I am straight up getting my butt kicked on Armored Core. I'm getting owned. Yeah, TMF, this is a good opportunity to get some more shares of TMF, in my opinion. We did nothing but run for a couple weeks straight, taking a big hit. Double bottom off of that support line right there. And then boom, maybe another run coming in. Dude. I need to put some more money back in my account, my brokerage. But I got to pay off my new air conditioning unit too that I got installed. Air quality in my house is much better. Swamp coolers suck. By the way, LMNOP is popping. I heard that, man. It's crazy. LMNOP. It's going so hard that it won't even let me look it up. Look at this. Cup, handle, right off of support. Perfect textbook cup and handle forming. Handle's getting ready. We're going to have a breakout. This thing is going to run back to 2186 in my opinion to start a new larger intra-month cup and handle into the gap fill to 31. This is going to be a good play, fellas. Unless someone comes out and shows that HE is responsible for the Lahaina fires, which I don't think they're going to be able to. That is your risk. If you're in the play, your risk is the bad news on Lahaina if HE is blamed for this. You getting Mortal Kombat 1? Nah. I'm over the fighting games, man. But I'm going to get back on some Armored Core today. I'm getting better at fighting this. I tweeted, actually. Let me show you guys this tweet. This is funny. Somebody made this good in between all. Well, one, this DBZ tweet of them in the office space is cool. Like, that's awesome. Two, this is the guy right here telling kids to leave their parents and go get surgeries. That guy, I guarantee you, this MFer probably is a pedophile. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that, allegedly. Where is it? Where's that Armored Core TikTok? Come on, baby. I know I tweeted it. Did I put it on Facebook? Maybe I put it on Facebook. There it is. This is hilarious. Somebody did a good job on this. Hold on.
Is it better to be feared or respected? Okay. Is it too much to ask for both? With that in mind, I humbly present the crown jewel. They say the best weapon is one you never have to fire. I respectfully disagree. I prefer the weapon you only have to fire once. That's how Dad did it. That's how America does it. And it's worked out pretty well so far. For your consideration, the Jericho.
There we go. Thanks, man. Yeah, the difficulty on the game, if you buy Armored Core, it should come with a warning saying there's only one difficulty, and the difficulty is called Prepare Your Anus. That boss is crushing me. We're getting ready to break out on HE. I'm getting better at fighting that boss. Absolutely crazy. I'm gonna go play some more today. It's a good game though. This reminds me of the old Nintendo games when they were actually hard. The new games they were making for a while, you just play it and you win and it's over. It was kind of dumb. He'll avoid the issue and pray it rises. Should hit 20. That's still way down. Will there ever be a reckoning for the insane things that have been done with no common sense or consequences? Yeah. Well. Come on, baby. Just break out. Break out. I'm going to go get rid of this really horrible coffee I made. Be right back. We may have a really good day on HE today, guys. Natural light up in the house. Have a delicious special big K lemon lime soda. I actually like the Kroger brand sodas better than name brand, and it's starting to show because every time I go to buy the name brand Diet Cola, it's out at my Smith's. It's always gone because it's $3.99 a case. Coca-Cola is almost $10 a case right now. $10 a case. Here we go. Come on, baby. Give us a squeeze. Squeeze the shorts on this one. Elemental P to the moon. What's your calls on HE? My calls on HE. Can you guys hear me? Because my mic is showing that I'm on. My calls on HE are, what are they, $15? Why is Fidelity down? I have $15 September 29, so I think I positioned perfectly on those. If this thing runs today, if by next week this thing runs and gap fills 21, I'll be up like probably 10K. If it gap fills 31 within the 2-week period, if we get good news, I'll be up like 30 grand. It's going to be a good day. Cool, cool, cool. Add swamp coolers. Don't suck. They save a lot of money. Swamp coolers blow, man. And especially when the water conservation hits, you end up paying $200 a month anyways. My new Lennox AC system I have with the variable speed control. If you get a new AC system, get variable speed. It's amazing because it's not just like your AC unit turns on and runs full blast. It actually, variable speed, the motor will actually turn your blower at the proper speed it needs to maintain the temperature perfectly instead of it kicking on and kicking off and kicking on and kicking off. That's what saves energy, is that variable speed, because you're not getting the initial surge of power to turn the unit on and off. So I've got anybody in the Albuquerque area, I have a big side mounted ground based swamp cooler for free. Prometheus, I know you're in the area. I think if you want it, let me know, man. You can have it for free. It works. It doesn't squeal. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but it worked good. It's just my house has too much open space for it to actually be effective. So it just wasn't cutting it. I think I just need water, man. All right, let's do an HE post. Yes, we are getting ready to break out, baby. We actually may shoot to 20 today. We might. I'm not saying we're going to, but the chart is usually a cup and handle goes. I mean, a cup and handle can break out to anywhere, but usually it goes back to its former highs. So we could see 1728 potentially. And if we get there in after hours, I bet. Who wants to bet that news drops after hours for HE? We're in a huge bull flag right now that's formed a cup and handle in the bull flag. And then on the daily, boom. And it sounds like the president is backing up, and personally, it sounds like POTUS is backing up the power company, which means the federal government's going to back them up. Everybody that came in said, "No, man, PG&E, man, they got sued and they're out of business and they lost and no, it's Hawaiian Electric's fault." I get that Hawaiian Electric power lines caused the fires, but The first fire was reported all the way across the island out in the middle of the woods. That fire didn't really do any damage to housing structures, and it was reported early. The second fire started in Lahaina due to a down power line. They admitted it. The fire department came, put the fire out. HE said they de-energized the lines. They gave evidence of that to the ATF for their cause and origin investigation. And then a secondary fire started after that, is what they're saying. Now, if the fire department did not properly extinguish the first fire and or there was another source of ignition, then HE is not responsible for Lahaina. Mullen CEO went on with Charles Payne yesterday, and stock is still going down. Shorts are going to make him pay. Yeah, he's going after the brokers and the shorts. They're going to crush him. And it's sad because he's probably right. The Mullen CEO is probably correct that the stock is being attacked, just like Tesla was. If the Mullen CEO was smart, this is my message to the Mullen CEO. Contact T0. Tokenize your stock. Get a hold of Mark Cohodes. David McCurry at David McCurry. Is he on? I don't even own any Mullen. I just hate seeing companies being naked short sold. And the Mullen car is nice. The Mullen car looks great. That thing looks like it could compete. That thing looks like a freaking beast, man. I would love to own one of those. But if you buy one now and the company goes out of business, we're in trouble. Your maintenance is gone, and look, the car is great. And they actually have working models. This could be the next big electric car company, but at the same time, watch some big institution like Ford or GM come out and buy them up for pennies on the dollar. Nah, I didn't want to keep both, man. I've got a 4.5 ton, 5 ton Lennox full AC new furnace. It works amazing. You don't want a swamp cooler and an air conditioning unit because you'll ruin your blower fan for your new setup in your furnace. You don't want both. And swamp coolers, you get mold in the ducts. You get all that. I'm good. I do not do good with mold. HEDD. Maui County suit has 3 points, which can all be invalidated. Important to remember they filed without any investigation. Great updates. Let's. Fire 1 causes fire 2. And here's the map of where the fires were caused and how the wind direction was coming in. 2, HECO should have de-energized lines earlier. 3, old faulty equipment. That's hard to prove. Considering Maui Fire Department is responsible for leaving the scene after declaring it 100% extinguished, is 100% contained at 9 a.m. They left at 2 p.m. and the main fire started around 3:30 p.m. Lahaina's emergency services, water pumps, etc. need energy for response, and per the agreement with HECO and Maui County has to request to turn off power in controlled manner, which they never did. Also, the lines had been dead for 8 hours when Fire 2 started. 3, having old equipment doesn't mean it's their fault as long as the equipment was up to code. Absolutely. I mean, it is what it is. They're like, you're making money off a bad situation. I'm like, I'm making money off a situation, and I'm going to use some of that money to help support people who are in a bad situation. If you're a new business company and you believe in the success of it, why IPO if this is how they do? Because that's the traditional method, is IPOing. Now, what Mullen should have done, Mullen should have came in with a SPAC. That's what they should have done. They should have came in with a SPAC, raised a ton of cash off of the SPAC, going live, trading with no options, like DWAC did, and they could have raised enough money to make it unshortable. Now, that can still happen. If the Mullen CEO goes to T0 and does a 1-to-1 tokenized dividend so that there is a Mullen token on the T0 platform trading 1-to-1 with the stock, that is going to basically create a scenario where people who do not get their tokenized dividend are going to be able to cry foul, and the market's going to flip because of it, just like everything did with GNS. Now, in that same period of time, the Mullen CEO can raise money with the tokenization. They can do offerings. I was thinking the same thing about Mullen. Do these CEOs not understand T0? I don't know what their deal is. A lot of companies are going to T0, and it's brilliant. Like, I don't get it. I don't get what the scare is, because even if you do tokenize stock with T0, you can always convert it back into regular common shares. It's, if you want a 1-to-1 reconciled share count, T0 is the way to go. And this is how you get T0. Go to T0.com, investor, portfolio, or you can go to T0.com corporate and contact them and say, hey, what do you guys have that can help me out with my stock? Obviously you cannot go and intentionally do this to try to squeeze a stock out. HE is running, dude. Go back to 15. We're going to find resistance at 15. If we clear 15, this thing is going on a rip. I'm talking this could rip today to 20. That would be awesome. If this rips to 20 today and we form a huge cup on the daily, boom, and we fill this candle up to 21, and we clear all those options in the money, those calls in the money, this thing's going back to 31. And if it does, you're now looking at the potential of a short squeeze, because whoever shorted this thing down, they got caught at $9. I don't know who it was. They're not reporting their short interest, because there's no way this thing is only shorted 1.75%. Let's hope. Let's just keep doing it, man. I'm going to go get my water bottle. I need to switch. I can only drink so much sugar soda. It kills me. I'm upstairs. My big dog wants to drink out of the little dog's bowl, and the little dog wants to drink out of the big dog's bowl. Sorry, I had to make my bed. I don't like it when my bed's not made. Looks like we're finding a little resistance at 15. Let's move our resistance line up. 15 bucks. A lot of call options at 15. If this cools off and we go on another break and we break above 15, the next stop on the options chain is 20 bucks with any big volume. Spence, I was thinking the same thing about Mullen. Did you see us? Okay, we did that. Elemental P thinking about buying a little more here. Yeah, me too, man. I'm telling you, everybody, Elemental P in the chat. Elemental P to the moon. What's AMC doing? 1303. Good day for AMC. Making a little mini bull flag on the daily there. I'm telling you, man. DZZ, you were right. You were right, man. This morning I did. I was going to say that I sold everything, but I decided to put LMNOP. And we've been running ever since. I didn't get a lot of traffic, but I got 8 retweets and it's got over 1,000 views on it. Algo Day, LMNOP. Called me a pumper. It's not even a real stock. That's how stupid these people are. Unless he's joking. AMC will show Taylor Swift Eras Tour concert filming starting October 13th. DZZ said the other day, Spence, have you ever considered that actually there's people following you that are shorting your stock intentionally to knock you down? And I don't know. I don't have that much money in to be worth anything like that. But you never know. A lot of my plays seem to get hit. A lot of Cohode's plays seem to get hit. We'll see. I hope this goes sideways a little bit, finds support into a big bull flag on the 5 minute. Get a good 5 minute bull flag through the day, and then we break out of these channels here and here, 15 to 1457. Either way, I think max pain was 1450 today, 14 or 1450. If these calls land in the money, there's a little bit up to 1750, but $20 the next big spot. Then some at 25. People are betting that this thing is going to hit 21 and then gap fill out of a big cup and handle on the daily. But the real news is LMNOP. There's still people that, check again in a year from now. Dude, we've been in this play for 3 years, bro. Adam Aron is not for retail. I don't know how many more times you have to be burned to understand that. All right. SPY is about to go red. It's funny that when the SPY is eating dirt, HE starts running. I noticed that yesterday. When the SPY was doing good, HE was taking hits. See, this is why it's important to understand the options flow on a stock you're playing like this, because my calls now are up 16% on HE, and my stock is up 6%. I'm up $516 on my call options right now, but I understand where the options flow is going and where max pain is, and the basic charting fundamentals of cups and handles and bull flags coming out where RSI is just this curving back up on the daily. It's still in oversold territory. But you got to remember, this company does a dividend too. This company makes a ton of money. The balance sheet looks good. The dividend's good. This is a disastrous event that was caused by insanely high winds and bad weather patterns during periods of a drought where HE, again, like Pfeiffer said, that the Maui government had to request, because certain things run on power, the emergency services run on electricity, they need to request to shut it down. But HE did de-energize according to their executives. SPY always being a Debbie Downer when things are looking good. Yeah, the good thing is the HE play, the reason I like it is because it's catalyst driven on news. I'm a catalyst investor is what I call it. I don't like investing based on just general boring market macros, and I like micro event catalyst investing for big gains and big returns. And this could be a buy the rumor, sell the news thing. If the good news comes out and this thing hits 21 and gaps to 31, I'm out. Because after that's over, maybe it flutters around 31 to 25 for a while, but I'm out. And then I'll wait and see if there's any type of drop from people taking profit to re-enter. But like I said, I think they're short stuck in this thing. I think this thing was shorted to death because they thought it was going to be another California Electric PG&E thing where they were blamed for the fires and went out of business. Someone got caught at $9 and they're not reporting the short interest. If this thing hits $15, $16, $17, say 15 today, and all those calls fly into the money, you're set up for a very fast run in price into a lot of call options landing in the money, which you could see a gamma event, which we should have saw on AMC, but obviously the market knew that's what they planned on doing, was making it look like we were about to gamma and then crushing everybody. This is a completely different play. Somebody on the institutional side with a lot of money is in this play long, and they bought it up at 9. They see you as the man who stole millions of dollars from them with your advice to retail. Yeah, that's true. D's easy. I keep forgetting that the whole SBNY thing was a big deal. That was a very big deal. That was hundreds of millions of dollars that went to retail that day, thanks to Mark Code's help and working with getting Robinhood to do the right thing and whatnot. So let's see where HE goes today. If it finds support around these levels here at 1450, let's just say 1450 right there. That's where a big chunk of call options are. If it comes down, hits 1450, bounces, starts working its way back up, and we get 15 something, we go on a run, this is going to be a really good next week. And then I guarantee you that they'll drop some random news Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So it'll be just good enough news. Oh, all the Swifties are going to be storming the theaters. If Adam Aron was smart, they would set up more Taylor Swift merch at the theaters. But, yeah. The market's a zero-sum game. Someone must lose, someone must win. That's what makes a combination of social media, FinTwit, and retail market most massive conflict of interest imaginable. Yeah, but the problem is someone must win and someone must lose. The scales are tilted in favor of big institutions and big money. The whole market is a conflict of interest. The market makers own hedge funds, own family offices who work for banks. I mean, they just got caught trading against retail. Like Fidelity, every time AMC runs, Fidelity shuts down. Spence, your thoughts on that quick drop off in AMC yesterday and pre-market AMC drop? It's because Adam Aron tweeted. Taylor Swift tweeted at 8 p.m. Eastern time saying the Eras Tour was going to theater. Stock ran. Adam Aron tweeted the AMC link. The stock dropped 7%. It's Adam Aron, bro. Telling you. Everybody should go on Twitter and say, Adam Aron, stop tweeting. All the retail investors. And when Adam Aron quits tweeting, I almost guarantee you the stock runs and could possibly gap fill 20. I almost guarantee it. Guys, do not underestimate algorithmic fucking trading. Don't do it. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm getting a little tired here. Ooh, HE. HE is going to be a good play, guys. I'm taking a break after HE too, and I'm going to clear my money out and switch brokerages. I'm going to go take a break. I'm going to go chill. I'm going to go hit some games up and streaming for a while. Thank you very much. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the subs. You guys rock. Please share. This was a great stream today. We talked about so many good things in the stream. What's for lunch? I think a beer. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll go to the tap room and have a chicken taco and a beer, man. So I'm going to go get cleaned up, relax a little bit, finish my morning hydration. And I'm going to keep watching HE. If anything big, I'm going to do Chinese. Nice, man. If anything, I love Chinese food. If anything big happens, man, if you got anything good around you, Korean, dude. Korean food is so freaking good, man. If anything happens, I'll jump on and I'll do a short wherever I am in town, and I'll let you guys know what I think about the stock price movement. But today, to me, it looks like we're going over 15. It looks like we're setting up for gamma, sharp rise in price into options expiration. Monday could be a really good day. Hopefully, news comes out this weekend about Hawaiian Electric and the ATF saying, look, the secondary fire was not caused by Hawaiian Electric. So we'll see. Either way, good luck to you guys. Hope you make money. Froggy Stonks out. If you lose money, just shake it off.